Just checking technical issues, making sure we're good. Beautiful, beautiful day it is here. Excited to be sharing this beautiful channel with you all. I love you all. Thank you for being here. A couple more seconds, so just to allow for you all to join, and then we'll get started. There we go. We got some people joining there, so I will start introducing myself now. I am Aurora. I am a quantum alchemist, and I am the creator, and I also practice A.U.R.A, A-U-R-A, which is Angelic Universal Regression Alchemy. If you haven't watched our sessions, check them out. I do have a playlist for A.U.R.A sessions, and also clips that we created, short clips for you all, where it's not the whole session that you're watching. However, know that I go through much care in whichever ones we're going to share, and we're going through very detailedly right now. We're editing out, like, for example, when the client pauses too long, we're editing those out just to make it easier for you to listen to. Awesome. So I'm so excited that you are here. I am joyed and excited to be here as well. And you can find me on risingphoenixaurora.com, where you can look up my services. And we have Lily here, beautiful Lily, asking the questions if you want to say hi.
Hello, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you. Thank you. She does such a beautiful job answering the questions. And then we have our beautiful Minnie there in chat, live chat, and helping you all answering questions as well there. So thank you to her as well. I couldn't do this without them, and even more so as well. I couldn't do this without you. I am always I love to live life in deep gratitude and love for others, for everything that really is all around me. Life is such a beautiful gift if once we start looking upon it as a gift. As you're already channeling through. That's him. Yes. Very good. So going through here, I wanted to share a little section before we get started with the deep breathing and connecting him through. How was it that basically he came to me my very first time this life, and he comes to me, one of the first one that comes to me as well every life I incarnate, and he will play this role as well for just about everyone in humanity that is ready for him. So he came to me through a dream. It was a beautiful dream, and I can't remember the year, but it might have been somewhere in 2012 when we all started really awakening. And I was in this dream, I was shopping in a big like grocery store, and I had my husband with me, and then I believe my daughter was there. And as we were looking through the crowd, we were just walking, and I noticed two beings that were different. And as fierce as I am with no fear, I go up to these beings that I had no idea who they were, and I said, look at them straight in their eyes, and I said, who are you? You are not human. And they say yes. And in a sense, like they said, like, you passed the test, because when that happened, basically within this realm of the store, which, if you know about dreams, basically stores in the public area means of the way that you can interact with humanity and others in the community. From there, the two beings is that they went in, and there was a zipper. They went through and unzipped and put us through it was still existing within this realm here of the 3D. However, it was in a type of parallel dimension where we just kind of moved and shifted through it. And through that, there was angels, guardian angels, standing post around this room. We went in, and it was this beautiful white room, very bright, and felt like home. And then from there, I started talking to them, and one of the beings was Azrael. He went to the back of the kind of the room and was just kind of leaning up against the wall like this, just looking very cool and lots of swagger. And then we had Gabriel, and Gabriel came to me in a divine masculine form, as Gabriel likes to show in both forms. And he started talking to me as the messenger of communication, the messenger of God, and could not remember what we talked about. I just remember finding home once more and remembering who I was. The sensation of just this peace that is indescribable. And we were sitting, like everything was white, so it was like, white chairs, everything seemed like white energy. And then he was to my left, and then I just remember placing my head gently over his shoulder, and we were just talking and just, he was basically preparing me for the future and what was to come and my different missions that were to come. And then from there, I didn't want to leave the room, but eventually we had to leave. And then they took us out safely, and they planted me in Zen in a area where we were out upon Earth, and there was many people passing us by. And, I was kind of like, as I was standing there, many people passing by, like almost the Earth population back and forth. And from there, I started telling Zen, I was like, Zen, you see, I told you I was an angel. Because in those times you never heard of that angels could be fractals, can be incarnations, fractals, essences within people. It was unheard of. And I remember even my mentor that I mentioned this to, she didn't even understand that. She didn't, I didn't explain to her exactly the details, but I explained to her that I felt that I was some kind of angel. So from there on, just especially from that dream, just my spirituality really just started, really expanding very beautifully. And then from there, they brought us back, and then I was going in my home, and then it was basically, I saw a force field of energy around the home. And then again, there was guardian angel standing post, and it was like shielded, it was protected. Sorry. And that representation, how we work, how we teach you all to work with your I am source light to surround your home, your cars, your families, and so on. So yes, it was a beautiful force field. And when we went in, it was just like you feel a shift going in through the force field, and it's like, it's hard to explain. So you're on the outside world, you're going through the force field. If you set this around your home, and it feels so peaceful. My apologies, my cute little wolves. So yes, thank you all. And I see your beautiful messages here. Love you all. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start placing myself into the theta brainwave, start connecting to him, and we'll see what he wants to speak upon. And if you have any questions, please do ask them here. Lily and Minnie do have some questions already that we wrote in our Rising Phoenix Angels group on Facebook that we have there, as well as in my page on Facebook and Patreon. Okay. 111, send love to the earth. Beautiful day. 222. Welcome, my divine brothers and sisters. Great excitement I feel to be here speaking to you and sharing pieces of who I am. I am Azrael, and I am one of the keys of our multiverse. I am the law. I oversee the law of cause and effect through the third eye. I was the sixth born upon creation. Therefore, I represent the number 6 as well as it seems as the dogs are excited. They're seeing some of the buddies that I have here with me. Talk about them in a minute. Number 6 is a beautiful representation of who I stand for. When you look upon the alchemy symbol of the number 6, you will see a circle. And when you draw it, when you start from the beginning of the circle, and you spin up, you would go left and up, higher. This is a beautiful representation of the circle of creation of life, creation upon earth, life upon earth, how it spins, and then when it's ready to release from itself, release from this three-dimensional experience, it does one final spin, and it spins upwards to the higher realms, rising up from your shadow, from your darkness, into the realms of the higher dimensions. It is also a beautiful representation to the scythe that I use. And if you could see me now within your pineal gland, within your mind's eye, your imagination, you would see that I am not standing here forth alone. I am standing with my beautiful brothers and sisters, equals to I and equals to you. They are standing rows and rows beside me and behind me, for they are the soldiers, angels, guardians, what you would call upon your plane as powers, race of the powers. And together we stand here with our hoods, our hooded cloaks, and our scythes. We oversee passageways. This passageway of your soul. When you are within your end of times of this three-dimensional experience, we stand forth ready by your side, waiting for the vessel to come to its completion, its end. And there we stand. I, for example, stand with my black hooded cloak, though if you look beneath, you will see the biggest, brightest white wings that spread so wide, and my energetic scythe that I wield through my left hand. And when that, your vessel of this human experience comes to its end, it's ready to renewal. We, what you would call, and why I am associated with as a reaper, a soul reaper, a grim reaper, as my army as well are reapers. And we call it this because this is how you understand it within your collective consciousness. And we await for the spirit to come out from the vessel. We ensure that when it comes out, that its ties, its cords connected to the vessel release from the vessel. However, at times, we cannot help all release. If you could envision a cord connected to the vessel, and if you do not learn what you needed to learn, or perhaps you are too dense within your negative energies, maintaining you, keeping you stuck upon earth, we won't be able to sever that cord connected to the earthly body, the earthly ties. Therefore, you shall remain stuck within this realm, and those are our brothers and sisters that are within this realm of the two-dimensional, three-dimensional, stuck without a vessel, that are entities at times found within people, found within animals, found roaming the earth, lost, looking for the light once more that they knew of, that they have long forgotten, searching for, finding, being stuck with emptiness, not being able to find that light. However, if you have achieved the percentage of density and we are able to work it out with your higher self, we are the ones that sever that cord that is connected to the vessel that is stuck in the earthly plane. And when we do that, we sever this with our scythe. And we release you from that body. And that is when you fly. You fly freely back up. And where we help you as the soul reapers we are. We guide you and we guard you to the realm of peace, the realm of resting, the realm of healing. And there you rest till it is time for this realm. We oversee this realm. We oversee that you rest there, floating, peacefully, healing, floating. A beautiful realm it is. Similar to the realm that my brother Archangel Michael has spoken upon through sessions of hypnosis, through the auras. Similar to that, a resting place where the souls who did not reach the density of above 151 percentile to ascend upon the fifth dimension, where they would go to rest. Until it is time for them to incarnate once more in a three-dimensional planet in the omniverse. I love to laugh. Why is it that I love to laugh? This creation itself is so beautiful. And I teach you to enjoy and to remember the experiences of Earth, to laugh, to dance, to taste the foods, to talk to one another, to find the joyous moments in your life. And I teach you this because when you forget to remember that you are a beautiful divine spirit in that human vessel, you forget to laugh, you forget to dance, you forget to sing, you forget to draw, you forget to play music. You forget these beauties. And you become dense. And our role as powers, as soul reapers, is to help you release yourself from this earthly plane and its density. And if you do not remember to do these things, then you become too dense. And when your vessel is ready to pass on, it remains stuck here. And this is why I teach you to discover the world, to travel, to find the joy, perhaps of the arts. Find what makes your heart joyful and live within it, so that when it is time, we can guide you beautifully and sever that cord and guide you to the afterlife, the resting place, where you await to have your beautiful incarnation once more, and wherever it is that you choose to go. Remember to have fun. It's human experience. It is fun. We know it is hard, but remember that it is fun. When you taste the food, those flavors in your mouth, take time tasting those flavors in your mouth. When you dance, allow for the music to take your body to the rhythm. Become one with the frequency and the vibration of the music. When you laugh, laugh till you cry, tears of joy, raising your vibration within one of the highest that you can experience in this earthly plane. Live life, walk life with confidence, with your shoulders up, your back straight, and a swagger to your walk. Learn new things. You always wanted to play a guitar? Teach yourself to play it. You always wanted to paint. Paint. What's holding you back? You are the only one that's holding you back from it. Travel. We also see contracts within times, within your timelines of near-death experiences, as you call it, where you've experienced death. Now your soul is coming out your body, and it is our duty to ensure that as you transition out rapidly from your body and you experience the afterlife and the oneness within source energy, we ensure that that cord is still bounded, connected to the body safely and protected. And then we help you when it is time and you have experienced what you needed to experience. We help you come back into your body and settle back in there smoothly. And then we go in. I go in as Azrael, as I am the key of the third eye, the law of cause and effect. I go in within the pineal gland, the eye of Horus, and I awaken with a touch of the gifts that are to be awakened now from the experience of going to the afterlife, to the heavens, to the source energy, and back here once more. Thank you. You may proceed with your questions.
Thank you. Our first question is, how do we connect to you?
Thank you. You may connect to me through your eye Horus, deeply within your pineal gland, your gland that exists within your brain that is in the shape of the eye Horus. For I represent this symbol, this alchemy symbol as well. And if you're looking for a location to connect to me when you're going into your meditations or traveling in the world, you may find my energies within the key, within Egypt, Pyramid of Giza, You may find my energies there, standing at the very top of the pyramid with my scythe and my wings extended out. Working within your pineal gland, working within your eye Horus. If you need help with this, call upon me to work with you in this manner. Envisioning your imagination, using the eye Horus within here, imagining it there. Activating it inside. Beautiful white, golden yellow light coming out from this area. This builds your abilities as well as it helps you connect to us, to the race of the powers, the guardians, the bridges from the in-between, the bridges that help you transition. Thank you.
Thank you for that detailed answer. Now, why is it that people fear you?
Thank you for this question. People fear the unknown, fear what they do not know of, or what they think that they do not know of, what they have forgotten. For as we always teach and we've channeled through time, there is nothing in life to fear but fear itself. Releasing yourself from the fear. You fear the unknown, the death experience. In order to experience ascension, you must first experience the deathly plane here. To transition into the fifth dimensional existence, you must release the body here. The density of the body is too dense to hold within the plane of the of the fifth dimension. Though some of you might want to experience a vessel of sorts. However, this vessel experiencing within the fifth dimension would be more of a creational flow energy of what you've created. There's no fear needed to death. For when you have experienced death within your time, it is because the time that you have set up within has come to its conclusion. Many of you have experiencing people who have had deaths here in this time and space as the vibrations raise higher. It is because they have entered into a new plane of existence of the five dimension, the new earth of ascension. They have come and they were ready to experience this because they concluded their contracts, their energy, their karmic energy. They balanced it out. So don't look upon me within fear. Look upon us instead in the manner of We will help you transform and ascend and transition from the in-between into what you are meant to be now in the process of ascension. We love you so much. You are so brave. Brave you are, choosing to experience in a way such a density, in a way of the lowest and the heaviest plane in creation. Brave you are. We look upon you as heroes. We look upon you as great protectors. We look upon you as the bravest souls in existence in creation. That's how we look upon you. Fear not me, fear not the afterlife, for the fear is what holds you stuck. And when we cannot sever that tie to your body and this earthly plane, it is time, my beautiful brothers and sisters, it is time to release your fears. One of the reasons why we wear our black hooded cloaks is because we glide, we exist within the shadows, overseeing that your soul is not taken by a dark collective, is not removed improperly without permission of your body. We oversee this, therefore, in order for us to be and understand the dark, we have to feel the experience of the dark. And there we swim and glide through the shadows and remain invisible, protecting you and your souls. If you so choose it. Thank you.
Now, you spoke about releasing fear, Azrael, to aid our transition. So, what then is the most beneficial way to assist our human death? Should we step into gratitude or joy, or perhaps thinking of our deeds, what faults what we should release? What would be, aside from releasing fear, the next best step when faced with our own death?
Loving oneself. Thank you for the question.
Thank you.
Loving oneself. When you find the beauties within yourself, then you will reflect upon others and find the beauties within others. For a soul cannot deeply, compassionately love the brothers and sisters up until you have learned to love oneself. Love every part of you, for we love you, every part of you. Treat yourself in a manner if you are a healer, and you treat the people that come to you with great wisdom and knowledge and love and compassion for them. And why is it that you do not treat yourself in the same manner of great patience, love, compassion, for your soul. Treat others how you treat yourself, how you treat others, and treat others how you would want to be treated. It creates a beautiful cycle. When we do this, as we talk about in the past, you work on oneself, service to self, then that aids the service to others, reflecting upon another, rippling upon one another, vibrating upon one another. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next question is, how can light workers aid in transitioning souls, humans and animals, to the light if we feel someone is stuck in between? Cords have not been able to be released, as you stated. How can we, on our own, sense if the spirit is stuck and help it transition?
Thank you for this question. How you can help is by creating an energy ball. Say you are at the hospital and one of your loved ones has passed away. What happens when that loved one passed away? If you are too stuck to the 3 dimension, what happens? The person that experiencing through the 3 dimension is in great distress. They are crying, they're in great pain. They are perhaps also in selfish ways, not caring about the others around them. They start losing, and they do not remember that the soul has now released, and now it needs to learn how to let go of the body of this earthly plane. So when the spirit releases from the body, and say the loved ones are in too much pain, then the spirit feels, and perhaps they do not have enough light within their flame, they experience wanting to stay and not wanting to leave this earthly plane. And they remain stuck. And every time, the longer that they remain stuck, they start losing, fading that light within them. Fading, it becomes little and dimmer and dimmer. That bright white light within their heart chakra of the spirit. And as it becomes dimmer, they begin to lose themselves to the dark and the density here. They feel that they have unresolved business. And then they have programmed for you all to wear black. Black is a beautiful color. However, not in a time where the spirit is trying to transition. What happens is that the black absorbs the black. And here we are, burying their body, and we're all crying and dense and absorbing that darkness. And we're making them become darker and darker and losing their light. Instead, we're white. Because you will reflect white upon one another. Instead of absorbing the pain, you will reflect it out and help it heal. Many of these entities and spirits are looking for, all they're looking for is View them like brothers, for they are beautiful brothers. They are a beautiful creation, just like you are. I channeled this through Aurora recently when she was teaching this to her Aura practitioners and also on the forum that she's part of, the Quantum Healers. And we were trying to explain to the hypnosis practitioners, the healers, that entities are you and you are them, for they are your brothers and sisters. They just do not have a vessel, that three-dimensional vessel that you have. So just she, in the back of her consciousness here, just experiencing a aha moment. Azrael, that was you that channeled that through me. Yes. We want you to see entities as beautiful creations, beautiful beings like you are. Or when you see this and you create an energy ball within the wakes and the funerals, then that helps them transition and they find that light. Because what you're doing is you're creating light for them and send it to them. Send it to their heart chakra within their spirit. This helps them regain their light once more here. It starts building it. For they are confused the longer they stay in this realm. They see a light and they think it is the light. However, it is you who has the light. And they're losing themselves, their consciousness, deeper and deeper. So they go to you and attach to you because you are that light that they've been seeking to. You are that food source, that light source that they need to remain their consistency of their spirit, their essence. It is a confusion. It is not that perhaps they're trying to harm you, though when they enter there and they've been lost for too long, they do things to you that cause you discomfort. They are contracts as well that help you experience, perhaps if you have an entity within a heart and it is blocking your heart center. That is a contract to help you feel the absence of love. For when and it is time that you have reached your spiritual development and you are ready to release and have learned this lesson, the absence of love, the entity we aid it of its removal and transitioning back to light. And when that happens, you experience now what it was like to have the absence of love, and now you experience deep love. For in order to truly experience a feeling, an emotion, a vibration, you have to first experience what it is not to have it, the absence of it. And then that is when once you have it, you live with it in gratitude, for you know what it was not to have it. And now you have it and you care very much for it. That is just how our consciousness work, especially within these lower densities. So make that energy ball, send it to them, send it to the people around that are crying, and remember, instead of crying in pain, though you are allowed this, for we help you heal from the pain. But work to the transitioning of crying in great love for them, in understanding that they are now in a higher realm, in a higher existence, and they did what they needed to do within this earthly plane. They did it. Celebrate them, celebrate their lives, and help them transition and not be grounded, stuck to this earth. We are here within this race of angels that I oversee. We are here to help you with your pains and help you heal them with great compassion and love so that you yourself will not remain stuck. Many of you have experienced death of a loved one, and what that did for you, it catalyzed your awakening. That's what it did for you. You chose not the path of perhaps losing yourself to the great pain of losing them. Instead, you took that pain and you transformed it and transmuted it into empowerment and thanked them greatly. You taught me this lesson. Thank you for your passing. You awakened me. I love you. I thank you. I honor you and I respect you. Treat all energies and entities as equals. Thank you.
Thank you. Is our channel okay to continue?
She would like to end in the time of within the hour as her bladder is full. Are we near that time?
We have about 3 minutes left.
You may ask another question, please.
Okay. Well, do you incarnate? And what would that look like if you do?
I am. Thank you for this question. I am one of the archangels that rarely ever incarnates. I do place fractals of myself in human consciousness, perhaps soul braiding, pieces, essences, fractals of light, and those that hold my fractals. It is hard at times to watch, for they too quickly forget how divinely beautiful we are. So, what happens is that because of the role that I play of the in between, it is hard for them to find a balance between their in betweens, their negative and positive polarities. It is hard for them to find that balance. Too much they pivot to perhaps to wanting to be too pure of light or wanting to be lost within the darkness. It is hard to feel the depths around you, to feel the souls transitioning, to feel the pain within the souls that are lost within this earthly plane. And this is what my fractals would feel. They get lost within the fear of this and the density, for they feel too much like one of the greatest, strongest empaths. And what they do is they start layering and layering and layering and closing off their abilities, creating walls and blockages within themselves to not feel so much. It is a hard dimension to feel this. However, there is many within your plane that have taken in this power, that are mediums, that or that I am a predominant guide of these mediums, of these psychics that help the spirits transition. Fear not if you hold the fractal of I, for we have given you many tools and how to work with your energies through past channelings and sessions we have delivered through Aurora. Find the balance. If you hold the fractal of I, find the balance of right, stand forth right in the in between, an even dark of the left and an even amount of one on the right of light. A beautiful balance of the yin and the yang.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is that the last question that you're able to answer?
I sense some fear in the last question I answered. You want to clarify that you are overseen by I if you hold a fractal. Within your own free will, I shall continue working with you to help you transition, for you are never alone and you are never disconnected from I as your higher self. Worry not, for you are experiencing and have created these walls around you for a reason. There is a beautiful purpose to everything. And in the future, if you so choose it within your free will, you will be a great healer, a great bridge, a great key as I am. For when the new earth comes forth, you will hold that portal. You will hold that portal strongly into Avalon, into the new earth. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It has great given me such excitement to share a piece of me and a piece of who we are within this existence.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I wanted to add one more thing. I wanted to say, give great thanks for as we came to, for example, Aura within that dream. We come to many of you. I and my twin flame, Gabriel. We come to many of you. She is the messenger, and I oversee that these messages are communicated to you within safety. My love to you and my love to my twin flame, Gabriel. For you are such a beautiful creation. And there is many of you many fractals of you and essences within this earth. For you are awakening now that ray of the throat chakra, the blue ray there. And your energies are needed, beautiful sprinkles of essences of you upon earth. They're needed so that our brothers and sisters may speak freely through this chakra. And I thank you and all who work within this water light blue ray. Thank you. It is needed. It is time for the spirits, for the beings upon earth to now stand forth in their power and speak their truths. Thank you.
Thank you.
I will see you all within your pineal glands. I love you. I thank you. I respect you. Blessings to all of you. That was fun. Oh, I love him dearly. Thank you all for your beautiful comments there. I see your beautiful comments. Whew, feeling dizzy, everything's spinning. It was so much fun to be here with you all. I love him dearly. He's such a beautiful, beautiful archangel. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I will listen to this channeling later, as I always do. And I will read your comments along the way. It's so much fun for me to do that. And we will see who I channel next Friday. And then remember, the second Friday of every month, I will be channeling just overall whatever the galactic information that wants to come forth, energy work and galactic, energy updates and galactic information for you all. So if you love this channeling, please do support it. These channelings we give to you free flowing from our hearts. And if you want to support the channelings, you could go on my Patreon, risingphoenixaurora.com, where you can join the tier 1. And as a gift, we do a group chat and with a guided meditation from I on the first Sunday of every month. So that's part of the benefits there. And then you also you can view them later if you can't view them right away. And there's a couple exclusive videos in there that I haven't been able to share on YouTube, as it's not okay. It's not the right time to do so. Yes. So thank you. Thank you for being here. May you all have a beautiful, joyous, phenomenal, charismatic day and weekend. Walk with that swagger as you talk. You guys have it. Love you all. I honor you. I thank you. And I respect you. Talk to y'all soon.